Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! Okay, sorry. I'm a big sucker for Christmas. It made my top 4 list of seasons of the year. There's just something about the time of this year, like there are always those people that goes absolutely crazy with the Christmas songs and just absolutely abuse them for the entirety of December. And if you're the type of person that starts to listen to Christmas songs in the middle of fucking June, you're a fucking psychopath. Then there's people that goes crazy with the Christmas decorations. You know, the type of person that turns their homes into Tomorrowland. You already know it! And doesn't take it down until like February or something. There is a big chance that it is your neighbor. This guy. And then there are those people that goes absolutely apeshit when it comes to shopping for presents. Have you ever forgot to grab something around Christmas and have to go to like the mall or something? And you step into something that looks like a war zone? You know, you see all the Karens just like, you know, they yell at each other, they just throw things at each other because someone took the last Ninja Creamy ice cream maker. Yeah. That type of true Christmas spirit. And then there's people like me that goes apeshit when it comes to watching Christmas movies. Something I always have loved since I was a kid is like watching as many Christmas movies in December as possible. And if you think that's crazy, you're absolutely right. It's just that one thing that brings out the true Christmas spirit in me. Obviously, like Home Alone, Die Hard, yes. It's a Christmas movie. Love Actually, The Grinch, Netflix claws here from recent years, and last year's The Holdovers has grown a lot in my family. There's just something amazing about sitting on the couch with your family and watching Home Alone, knowing absolutely everything that will go down, with a cup of hot chocolate. I mean, I'm a family guy. It's just freaking amazing, okay? But sometimes you must step out of your comfort zone and find some new Christmas movies, which is what we're doing today. So the other day I was scrolling on Netflix to see their catalog of Christmas movies and was absolutely shocked by how many freaking Christmas movies they produce. Like, it's crazy. I was aware of how many bad movies they were making, but how I haven't heard about any of these bad Christmas movies is like a mystery to me. And it's always these corny titles like Meet Me Next Christmas. Yeah. Do you not meet your family next Christmas or what? Falling for Christmas. It's like, you know, I picture someone who constantly keeps just falling the entirety of December. And this one, Holiday. You get it's because it's holidays and then they put like a day. I mean, you get it. There's a lot of bad title movies on Netflix and Christmas movies are no exceptions here. But then I felt over Hot Frosty, which instantly made me picture a hot snowman. And to be honest, I think this was the pitch for the movie too. So the movie starts off with this narrator who tells us it's no ordinary Christmas fairy tale. Then we meet the main character, Kathy, who deals with the process of losing her husband, which is very like encouraging Christmas stuff. She's like the type that doesn't really get the house fixed, is focused on work, kind of goes along with the day, just living through it. She works at this diner and she lives in this town where everybody knows each other, everybody say hi to each other, people care for each other, and this old lady gives her this scarf for no other reason than we have a plot that has to happen. She then leaves Kathy with this inspirational quote.
Good things come to you when you're out in the cold, Kathy.
Then we cut to her walking in the cold, which could possibly have something to do with it, I don't know. She then starts to speak to this snow sculpture.
Well, clearly you've been doing your push-ups.
Which low-key is weird. She gives the sculpture this scarf. Why, you may ask? So this can happen. Okay, so no offense to this guy. He probably did what he was told to do by the directors. But man, does he like exaggerate every movement and facial expression in this whole movie. Who also made like the music choice here?
Hi there. Oh. What was that?
I'm not sure. Let's investigate.
Something this town is known for is like horny old ladies. This is a running joke for like the entirety of the movie. You will see why later. It's fucking weird. Frosty then runs into Kathy, the main character, and tells her that she is the reason why he is alive. He then has to learn to be a real man, helping everyone around the town, you know, the usual Christmas movie stuff. Then they fall in love and Frosty literally melts to death because this guy from the office decides to put him in a cell and turn on the heater. Happy Christmas! Oh, he's alive. So this is not the worst movie ever made. It's pretty much harmless. It's just a classic Netflix Christmas movie. I say pretty much harmless because for some reason we had to experience this scene.
You're stuck in there pretty bad. You want me to get behind you and push? Huh? Yeah. Go.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, it's working.
Okay, great.
Good. Oh, if the girls could see me now.
It's so uncomfortable to watch. This is someone's grandma.
Wow, I am out of breath.
Oh, yeah, me too.
So do you know what this movie made me think of? And it's not Hot Grannies. It made me think that there must be worse Christmas movies out there than these on Netflix. So that was my mission, to find the worst Christmas movies I possibly could. And guys, I found some pretty good competition here. So a pro tip to some people who want to have a little bit of fun here in December. Go on YouTube and type in free Christmas movies and you're welcome. Hey, not now. After you've seen this video. So guys, let's watch some of the worst Christmas movies I could find. Santa Stole Our Dog, A Merry Doggone Christmas. Holy shit, that is the worst title I have ever seen for a movie. Let me read the synopsis before we jump into this. On Christmas Eve, Santa Claus accidentally steals the family dog. So begins an epic journey through the 12 days of Christmas as the family ventures to the North Pole to get their beloved Canaan back. I'm gonna be honest, I'm freaking in love with this movie. Just to be serious for a moment, I think this is one of the most unintentionally funniest movies I have ever seen in my life. So the movie starts off like every other Christmas movie that has something to do with Santa. The kid wakes up in the middle of the night because a mysterious noise outside. He goes downstairs to see what it might be. Now I'm gonna show you how important music is in a movie, because this low-key looks like a freaking horror movie. Then Santa falls down from the roof and made me think like, okay, Santa has like never been on a roof before. The kid then runs out to see what it possibly could be, but nothing is there until this happens. Then the kid does like the weirdest thing in the world. He takes one of the cookies that Santa has taken a bite of and puts it in a bag. Oh, you thought that was weird? Watch this next part. He kept the cookie. You tell me that he kept the freaking cookie for 13 years. I don't think that's even possible. Like, and when he finds it, it's like it's lying in the middle of the fridge. It's not like, you know, he had to dig into a corner to find it. It's just like, oh, remember this cookie? No, it's right there. So how about when he finds like a girlfriend or something? Oh, Nathan, I'm just so excited for us to move in together. Yeah, me too, babe. I'm just so excited. Yeah, the only thing I need is my Xbox and my bike and this 13 years old cookie. What is that? It's a cookie that Santa took a bite of 13 years ago. Okay, why do you still have that? You know, in case if like we ran out of food or something. And where has it been all the time? Up my ass. He shows the cookie to his son. And will someone tell me the point of this shot?
What's that, Dad?
Check it out.
You see, this is what I meant about unintentionally funny. He then tells both his kids that it is a cookie that Santa has taken a bit of. His oldest kid, Tommy, doesn't believe in that. So he thinks his dad is fucking weird, which is fair. So like they suggest that they go to the mother with this cookie because she works as a doctor and then she can run like a DNA test on it. And off they go. So we have this montage of clips that looks like stock footage they found on the internet, mixed in with some clips of them driving. It's really weird.
It's 85 instead of 10 below.
Okay. So they forgot to tell us that they, in order to get the title to work, they had to get a dog. They didn't have a dog yet. So we then used 2 minutes of just like dog barking and them saying random stuff over each other.
Hey, little guy.
He's cute.
And they found a dog called Rusty. I mean, Rusty is cute. He is the MVP of this movie. He's carrying a lot of this movie. And then comes the mom.
Absolutely no way.
We don't like her. I absolutely love this shot, straight into a meme. When you buy a dog and get yelled at by your ex-wife, but you're just a chill guy who likes dogs, right?
You need a DNA to prove to Tommy that Santa Claus is real.
Okay, this little girl is adorable. She dies later in the movie, by the way.
Look out for the car!
So dad and mom doesn't live together because dad is a little bit... So dad gets home by himself and eats with Rusty. He literally eats with Rusty. They just picked up this dog and he has no idea where it has been like for the past 6 years. But here comes the airplane. We also learned that like the dad wants to sell toys. And does anyone know where to get like these Dodo's toys? I really searched for them on the internet, but it seems like they were just specifically made for this movie, which makes sense when the budget was like 3 million according to IMDb. Let's pick up the pace here. So Rusty hears this mysterious sound at night and go down to see what it is. It's Santa! Surprise! Love how calm that dog is. Like he just arrived at the house and then there's a stranger and he's been like, oh, fuck that. Rusty just walks into Santa's sack and off they go. The end. Yeah, that's the end. I didn't tell you it was a short movie. That's how the movie ends. So the budget for this movie clearly didn't go into the CGI team. You will see why. So they wake up the next day and can't find Rusty. Everything is so sad and we get these in-between cuts of Santa being sad because he stole a dog from a family. Because out of everything Santa is capable of, returning the dog to the right owners isn't one of them.
Good this year? Of course you have. You're a dog, not a cat.
I mean, this is actually funny. Them being sad and then cutting to the dog like having the time of his life, like partying with these elves and stuff like that.
Poor Rusty.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? Is that Elvis? What is going on? So that is one of the most traumatizing scenes I have ever seen in a movie.
We just have to find out exactly what...
Isn't that like one of the most random things to put in a movie? I didn't put it in there. This is the movie. This is the real movie. But look how easy it is to put him in a movie. Like, look how fucking dumb he is. So Santa now starts a mission to find out who the owners of the dog is. And why is it like in every movie that has kids as elves in it, they just use like the Alvin and the Chipmunk filter to give them like a high-pitched voice?
Look, I'm an elf now.
So Santa has like this hot elf he used like to make a worldwide emergency alert on every television in the world. So the family found out that the dog is stolen from them by Santa. Then the police arrives, the two most badass looking cops in the business right here. Born to be wild. Then a lot of things happens and Sushi wants to send this letter to Santa. She then steals like a pen from the postman and we get this shot.
Yay! Hey, that's my pen!
I got his pen!
I don't know why they have a life-sized giraffe in the front yard.
Hey, how would you guys like to go to the North Pole?
So the dad come up with this spontaneously idea. So he tricks his ex-wife into thinking that they're going to visit their grandma in Canada, but then they're actually going to the North Pole. He then pulls one of the most uncomfortable moves I have ever seen in a movie.
Come on, let's go.
Did you bring a jacket?
So they board this plane and it's the most empty plane I have ever seen. Hey, let's give them a point for rendering a plane. They also have like the meanest staff on the flight ever.
Santa stole my dog. Can I have some pretzels?
You know how they could have showed us they got from A to B? Like this. So they use more stock footage and I think this is like the most Canadian clip they could find. Just show them some bears and then they will know we are in Canada.
Thanks again, Mom, for letting us borrow the car.
Oh, no problem.
Hey, Grandma, what happened to the window?
Oh, I kept meaning to get that fixed.
They also explain that this window is broken. Just remember this detail and where it's located.
It's okay, Dad. I took care of it.
So this scene is something they thought was funny, and it's so fucking weird. I'm sorry for showing you that, guys.
Safety first.
And the dad is like, Tommy, you idiot. That's my boy. Oh yeah, the window is fixed here in the next couple of scenes, but go on. They must have used like some rented car and then used it for some scenes and then rented a new car because they found out how cold it was to film in the wintertime with an open window. That's the most logical explanation I have for it. Look out! That was close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look.
Wow, that's a real reindeer.
It is. Oh, so cool.
So they're now looking into a plastic bag, if you remember the broken window, which unironically is so fucking funny. So they make it into the motel and...
That chocolate is so good.
Look, this way.
Come on, it's funny. That's funny.
I couldn't help but overhear.
Who invited Mario?
Excuse me.
You know, the Dolly guy, Santa, Saint Nick.
Okay, so he then explains that he works for Santa, which the dad believes in like immediately.
Okay, Dad, he's playing with us. Let's go.
Hold on a second.
Okay, it's funny. I love this guy. I just knew like the crew thought this was like the funniest thing ever to do, and it makes it even better. Then they see like a Santa steal something from their car, and now the dad doesn't believe in Santa anymore because this was just a dressed up Santa. He thought it was the real Santa. I don't know. So Mario comes again, he convinced them to believe again, and they get their stuff back and find this magnet that belongs to Mario Elf. I don't know his real name, so I'm just gonna call him Mario Elf. The family is on the edge on giving up, but then Mario Elf gives them VR glasses. But it's not normal VR glasses, it's flashback VR glasses. So we see like the scene where he meets Santa as a kid and blah blah blah, stuff happens, and Santa then says like, you have to believe, blah blah blah. We move along. We then have this whole sequence where they have to go to the police station and point out the guy who stole the stuff from their car. Turns out to be this guy named Kyle, who's pretty sweet. Like, he's a good guy. He suffers from an illness that makes him steal stuff. Steelness, I think it's called.
Hey, I hear you're going to the North Pole to see the real Santa. Can I come with?
Merry Christmas, Kyle.
Can I come with you guys? Merry Christmas, Kyle. I bet this guy is driving a motorbike and drinks Monster Energy with that name. Remember when I said that Susie was going to die? This is now.
Look out!
Hey, Dad. Susie!
Look out for the car!
Susie!
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Kyle saved her. I forgot. Sorry. So to break this scene down, Susie sees like a reindeer and then walks out on the road. Thankfully, Kyle sees this and runs to save her. Meanwhile, the girl is like, look out for the car!
Look out for the car!
And also cut to like a group of people that has like the most truthful reaction I have ever seen. Tommy also just like quickly whispers, Dad!
Hey, Dad! Susie!
Which indicate that he wishes that she will get hit by the car, because he would have yelled if he meant it. I love the dramatic effect of just like throwing a toy up in the air. I just don't know why they use green screens here. It looks so horrible.
Susie, you almost got hit.
You could have gotten seriously hurt.
I'm sorry.
I'm glad
You're okay.
What did Daddy tell you about crossing the road?
Don't do that again.
Tommy's lines are so off here. It is so bad. He just says stuff. I think like the production must have been like, oh, if we didn't spend all those money on doing those Dodo toy figures, we could have hired someone better to do this CGI stuff.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I do bad things.
They were caught so much by surprise that they accidentally turn in black and white. They decide to take Kyle with them. I'm not sure why, but let's move on. So they drive a bit, and let's skip this part where they smuggle like this criminal guy over the border of Russia. And then this happened.
The brakes are shot. Brakes are shot!
What does that mean?
Means we can't.
So seeing them panic while Silent Night is playing in the background is one of the most brutal scenes I've ever seen in a Christmas movie. And when I tell you that Fast and the Furious doesn't even have scenes like the next one here, you wouldn't believe me. And then they die. So they fly to the North Pole. I don't want to mention the CGI here or the use of green screen. I'm sure they tried their best. So the next couple of scenes is just that, and this motherfucker turns up.
Nothing here but a stupid snowman.
I am not stupid.
So the quality is so bad that I don't even know what the fuck is going on the screen right now. But magic, we're here.
Welcome to the North Pole, the land of Christmas wishes and candy cane kisses.
If I was the director of this movie, I would have a hard time explaining why I chose this scene to be in the final cut of this movie. So something that just frustrates me about this movie is that they clearly have a set for the different locations, but it's like the actors were not on set on the right time and everything, so they have to like mix in some green screen scenes. It just looks so fucking terrible. Like, why use a green screen here when Miss Claus clearly are in a set? I don't get it. So Miss Claus then tells them that Rusty is being returned by Santa now. I don't know how they found the right home, which actually isn't the right home. It's the home where the mom lives.
I'm returning a dog. I took him by mistake. I accidentally took him in my bag.
So the mom is confronted by Santa, and meanwhile Kyle is like having this deep talk with Susie. It's weird.
Susie!
Santa!
Hello, Susie!
Santa's a little bit sad for taking their dog for Christmas. So he then decides to help Nathan out with his toys. So he makes this dodo into ChatGPT basically. Then they drag out the movie for 10 minutes and flies home with one of the worst CGI sequences I have ever seen. So this is not me editing it to look funnier. This is the actual movie.
Janice.
We're back!
So much.
We went to see Santa.
Tommy! Oh, I miss you so much. Oh, I was so worried about you.
Hi, Rusty.
Hey, buddy.
I missed you.
Santa.
See, Mommy? Santa is real. Bye, Santa.
It just looked like Santa crashed, actually. The mom also sounded like so surprised by this, by seeing Santa, even though she just spoke to him like 30 minutes ago.
Thank you.
Thanks for the ride.
Bye.
Bye, Santa.
Bye, Santa. Thank you.
Don't they just like wave at him at like a really awkward amount of time? Bye, Santa. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Santa. Bye. Bye, Santa. All right. All right. Get off my roof. I'm gonna call the cops now. So the mom and dad are back now together and they live like a good life. Santa then gives them like 100 of these dodos and they live happily ever after. And then ends up with one of the worst CGI shots they could possibly ever made. It doesn't even fit the window. I don't know why they choose to do this. Wait, there's a credit scene.
And Nustoy and Haven, the daughter of Mr. Dodo's creator, so do your part. Save the planet. I'm wishing you and yours a very...
Okay, so we are currently waiting for a sequel now. Santa Stole Our Cat, Cat Gone Christmas. Alright, so it was so clear that the director had like a vision for this movie, but the budget wasn't there, and let's be honest, the talent wasn't there to justify it. It was pretty bad, but I actually enjoyed it way more than I thought I would. So this is something I can't say about the next movie we are going to watch. Santa's Summer House. Yeah, this movie is just as bad as it sounds like. When you first hear this title, you think about a summer house that Santa is using during summer. which is what the movie is. And then I remembered that you could argue that this isn't really a Christmas movie, but it's a movie that has Christmas something in it. So this movie has everything, okay, from unlikable characters to boring filmmaking and 10-minute long croquet tournaments. Something that confused me about this movie when I researched it was that I found two versions of this. One called Santa's Summer House, which we are about to watch, and one called Superdog Summer House. If anyone knows something I don't, please let me know. So the movie starts off with this narrator saying that
this is a Christmas story, though it doesn't really start out like most Christmas stories. For one, it's not Christmas or even winter. It's summer. I read it's winter down in Australia.
They then explain that they drive through some kind of fog and got lost on the road. You know, typical summer stuff. We then have to skip through 5 minutes of credits for us to get introduced to the cast. We have Andy, who was the narrator. His mom and dad is Dean and Sadie. Brian is like the annoying guy. Molly and Constance are his sisters, and Mike is the driver. Hey, follow along, it's important. Oh, you thought they were family? No. They were just driving in a van together. They stop at this big mysterious house and this lady comes out. She then offers them cookies.
What the Sigma?
She then invites them all to stay at their home while the driver is going to find the real resort they were actually going to. And if you haven't figured out what type of movie this is already, I think this scene explains it very well.
In a catering company with my sister Molly. I have to admit, I'm a huge science...
I'm gonna get some more lemonade.
I was still talking.
Talk about transitions. So the character goes around and interact with each other to learn a little bit about each other. Pretty boring stuff, actually. Miss Claus, or Nana as they call her in the movie, gets a call from the driver Mike, who reached the final destination. He brings the bad news that the resort is full booked and must have been a mistake. So Nana just then invites them all to stay at her place for the weekend. So they haven't even met the husband yet, and everybody is like, yeah, we would like to stay, it's fine.
Anyone met the Lord of the Manor yet?
He's been locked in the study all afternoon. What?
They talk about how weird it is that they haven't met the husband of the house yet, which is true. Oh, here he is.
Sorry I didn't introduce myself sooner, but I had a problem at the workshop I had to take care of. Even in the off-season, there can be challenges.
That's not Santa. Santa has a beard, right? I love how they just put him in a Christmas Hawaii shirt, like that was the best thing they could come up with.
I'm kidding. Who would care for bread?
Holy shit, this is uncomfortable. Oh my god. Santa or Pop then suggests that they play this Secret Santa game, which is a game where everyone gets a name and then are supposed to give a gift to that person without them knowing.
I'm available.
Cause you have a sack full of ideas.
Okay.
Good night, ladies. Good night, Nana.
I like, however, when it's time to show that it's nighttime, they just color grade it to blue, like, oops. Nighttime. Santa is then talking to everyone one by one to learn what their biggest wishes or dreams are. And this is actually like the plot and moral of the story, but like it's boring, so we move on. So now comes one of the most random scenes I have ever seen, not in a Christmas movie, but maybe in every movie ever. The next 10 minutes is just one long croquet tournament. Yep. Yay! You just have to respect the directional choice of putting a 10-minute long croquet scene in here in a movie about learning to care and remember each other at Christmas. So these 10 minutes are just a compilation filled up with improvised lines from the actors. They use like the same shot 2 or 3 times here, but you may be thinking, is there a point in all this? I'm glad you asked. After you suffer through these 10 minutes of improv acting and some of the worst cinematography ever, the game comes to the final shot.
Don't mess up, okay? I don't want to do the dishes, just don't mess up.
Come on, Dean.
Dean, Andy's dad, has the opportunity to win the game.
No!
You jinxed my dad!
Sorry, I got too invested here.
Sadie! Go Sadie! Go Sadie! Got this!
Now Sadie has the chance to win it. And then Dean tells Sadie this.
I'm your secret Santa. Wow, I threw the game for you.
Which make her go into a depression. She even goes into considering leaving Dean. A bit too dramatic, if you ask me.
Thoughtless, self-absorbed, patronizing.
This isn't necessarily about the croquet match, is it?
So, no offense to who played this Sadie character. She probably was doing what she was told to do by the director. But she speaks in the most depressing way you could ever imagine. So from now on, it's like Santa becomes this therapist for everybody here, and that's the rest of the movie. So then we have a boys meeting, yeah. Remember when I told you that there was a version of this called Super Dog Summer House or something? So this is the only scene that the dog from the poster has in this movie. So I just imagine if you turn into the version called Super Dog Summer House and expected this dog to have most of the scenes in the movie and just got this one shot, you would be a bit disappointed. So they talk about Dean having this crush on Constance, and it doesn't really matter. So back to the drama queen.
Hey, wanna see what we're getting?
No.
Wanna be naughty?
No.
Great, let's go, come on.
They then discover that he is Santa Claus and obviously don't believe in that, so they confront him with it.
What's going on? I'd just like this cleared up.
Yeah, Pop, who the fuck are you?
Please. Everyone, please.
So more drama. We then learn that Pop then brought them here to become better humans, I guess. So he brings out the oldest trick in the book if your name is Santa Claus. Old letters. I just love this shot. It makes him look like Anakin Skywalker.
I am Santa Claus.
I am a Santa Claus. What do you mean? Is there more? So Santa confront them one by one with these letters that they wrote. I just love how they filmed this scene. They were going to have the most iconic Western showdown ever. I did not fucking write that letter to you. So everyone learns what Christmas was about. Pictures. It's all about pictures.
Last picture, everyone. Smile. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
The movie then ends with this montage of small clips of the actors in the movie. And in war movies at the end, when you see the real people the movie was about, and they show some clips and pictures of them or just a little bit of text, I think they were trying to get the same effect out of this ending. So this movie was barely a Christmas movie. I kind of see where the idea of this came from. To have these individuals come together and learn something about themselves, and I just didn't think they needed to be at Santa's summer house to get the message across here. I think it's clear that you can make a Christmas movie that has nothing to do with Christmas. I mean, the idea of this movie just sounded like the movie was going to be ass anyways. But Santa's Summer House has nothing on the last movie we're going to talk about. Out of all the titles we have seen today, I think this is the best one, to be honest. The Key to Christmas from 2020. Directed by Jason Mills, who also directed Elvis the Pig and Living with Bigfoot, two classic movies everyone has seen. But The Key to Christmas sounds like you need to find your heart or something to unlock it for Christmas. The movie is not about that. We start off with typical Christmas stuff. Your little girl meets Santa and has a life-changing experience.
Well, go ahead and open it.
Okay.
Why is he like that? What?
Open the fucking gift. I'll kill you.
Chill, Santa. Okay, so the music in this movie is way too loud, man. They just have a Christmas music, no royalty playlist on repeat. Santa apparently messed up this gift for this girl and says this.
What? I'm gonna fix Christmas. Do you believe in magic?
Which is so weird. I didn't edit the music in here. It's the movie, by the way. We then see Santa drop this key. Could it be the key to Christmas? Let's find out.
Winnie! Get in my office. Now.
So, I hate this Santa. We are 10 minutes in and he has been mean, weird, and uncomfortable to be around. Winnie here is then she's the head elf. She fucked up by giving coal to a kid that wasn't on the naughty list. And she's very confused about this.
No, Santa. I don't. I'll have a word with the elves in charge of labels.
Maybe a bit too confused about this.
I said I will have a word with the elves.
Winnie, I'm sick and tired of this.
This is so bad acting. I'm sure like she has to apologize. I mean, Santa is very understandable, right?
Gather your things. Put them on my desk.
Okay. This has to be like the worst Santa ever. He's literally like the opposite of what Santa should be. So Winnie starts like her villain arc here because she got fired and tries to get like this other elf in on it.
Am I head elf material?
Yeah. Head elf material is like the most boomer line you could ever say. Who says boomer in 2024? She then turns like this clock time machine or whatever, which turns Santa younger. As you can see, he is immediately affected by this. So Santa goes on vacation.
Mini vacation.
Maybe he's going to visit this summer house. Oh, okay. And turns out that he has become a ginger, like what my beard think that we are. Hey, you want to see a masterclass in acting? Okay, so if you can wake up and play along with this scene on 3, 2, 1, go! Nice, nice. Look around, you don't know where you are. Be surprised, look at your hand. Act like you have never seen a hand before. Then get up and sound like a seal. And nice, cut. Perfect. Don't worry, I'm just as confused as you are. Okay, so Santa is like very weirded out by he's becoming younger and tries to contact Miss Claus here. Turn out Vinny has her as a hostage. Oh no.
Winnie, whatever you're planning, please rethink it.
Goodbye, Santa.
Pure evilness. Seems that all hope are out for Santa now, but this elf wants to help. We didn't learn that there are like 2 keys.
There are 2 keys.
So she then calls Santa and now he misses his beard.
I'm desantifying.
That's the funniest line ever. She then has to find the key and then she tried to hack something. I don't know, Santa technology. Then Santa does this.
It's okay. I'm gonna be all. Oh, please. Not now. Now's not a good. Okay.
What the fuck, man?
Sit down. You got.
It's the funniest acting I have ever seen. But respect to whoever this dude is. It's amazing. So now Santa is even younger. After he passed out and have like a reaction scene for like 10 minutes more, he goes out to find the key.
I'm Santa. Hi, I'm Santa. No.
He then finds the girl who lived in the house where he dropped the key. Luckily for him, he was in the same town as her, so he didn't have to travel that far. She then thinks it's super weird that he is following her, which is understandable.
Please go and leave me alone.
But like, to be fair, why was she like shocked when this guy followed her and kept saying that he was Santa and need her help with the key? Like, no bells are ringing here. She's just like, what? I don't know anything about that. Then more talking scenes happened and young Santa plays some computer games because, you know, the audience have to believe that he's young. Don't worry, there's about 20 minutes left of this movie. Then it's over.
Still time.
It's too late, Lovey.
It's never too late, Santa. Go now and save Christmas.
But first he has to steal a skateboard from this kid so that we can have like a 5-minute long skateboard sequence. Because, you know, we have to remember that Santa is young. He then tries to like convince this girl again, which is very weird to watch. She then says this.
Nice try, Santa. But if you don't stop following me, I will call the police.
And what is the next thing he does?
Kira.
Because, you know, the 3rd time is the charm. Okay, so you're ready to get your mind blown? This is the guy from Hot Frosty. Yeah, this guy. Like, he's in this movie. Isn't that fucking insane. Okay, it's not true, but it really looks like him, and I thought it was funny if it... So then there's like this super bad Christmas concert out on a range. Don't ask me why. Santa then confronts this girl again, and thankfully she now believes in him, and we can see the end to this movie. She's willing to give him the key if...
I'm coming too.
No, you can't.
Kids nowadays. Alright, that's funny. I just love how they just arrive in this adventure style and then to face off in the final battle against Winnie. Oh wait, they just talk.
Not gonna get away with this, Winnie.
Santa then becomes a baby because, you know, the key thing. Hey, wanna see the most uncomfortable kidnapping ever? Oh my god. So good elf gets the key and saves the day. And then the next 15 minutes is just them making presents and then telling how bad of an elf Winnie has been. The girl with the key then gets home and Santa visits her. Yeah, I also don't know what day it is, okay? She then gets the real present and then the movie ends. Thank fucking God it's over. I actually think this is the worst Christmas movie I've ever seen. Something I thought about Santa Stole Our Dog and Santa's Summer House was that they at least tried to have like a plot and a story that I could see the heart in, but was just not reached because of budget and, let's be honest, talent. But for me, they were just like at least laughable bad. Like you could have fun with them, where The Key to Christmas was not even funny bad, it's just bad. And I think that's the worst type of movie. And I don't think I've seen a movie where I hated the main character so much, man. So I hope you enjoyed that. Watching me suffer through some of the worst Christmas movies I could find. I want to apologize for showing you A Key to Christmas. No one deserved to see that. But something I must say is that I kind of enjoyed watching some of these. Me and my girlfriend had like a blast watching these. And even though how bad these movies are, it still made us smile. And then I remembered what purpose a Christmas movie has. It's not to get you into the Christmas mood. Christmas movies' real purpose are bringing together people. And if we can gather together and laugh about how bad these movies are, then we might have done something good this year. And that was what I learned. I found the key to Christmas. Alright, so that was like the best outro I could come up with. Thank you so much for watching and have a Merry Christmas.